You know, Owosso is known for a lot of really great things. But poison dart frogs? What's up with that? Oh, look, there's one right there.
You heard right. Thanks to a place called Josh's Frogs, Owosso is now the largest breeder of poisonous dart frogs in the entire world. This unassuming building is tucked away right here in town. And if you're looking for a fascinating new hobby, this place is heaven. Zach Brinks is a frogman who took his love for these little leapers and helped turn this place into a genuine Michigan success story.
Two questions.
Yeah.
How close am I to the poison dart frogs, and should I be scared?
You're about 100 yards away from the poison dart frogs on the floor below us, and you shouldn't be as scared.
Right.
Because all the dart frogs are not toxic. They actually get their toxins from the bugs they ate in the wild. So unless you recreate a rainforest in your living room, any poison dart frogs you may ever come across will be completely harmless and no threat to you.
You haven't seen my living room. How many frogs and insects do you have here?
Insects in the millions, easily. Frogs on the order of the thousands. So the vast majority of them are produced right here on site in Owosso, Michigan.
Well, how did this all start with you and Josh just collecting bugs in your garage?
Yeah, growing up, Josh lived near a swamp. He'd go and collect stuff. For me, I grew up with horrible allergies and asthma, and so I couldn't really have your traditional, like, haired pets. So, I could have a scaly pet. So my parents let me get a snake when I was 6, and it kind of, grew from there. Josh, it was a passion, it was a hobby. So he started getting some of the supplies and selling them for extra income so he could afford to keep these animals, and it just kind of blossomed over time.
So you not only breed and sell frogs, but you breed and sell the food for them, the plants they need?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and that's what you can kind of see around us, too. We want to make sure that if you buy a frog, not only are you getting a healthy animal and getting all the knowledge you need to take care of it, you want to be able to get the full setup, all the feeder insects, and that environment to make them happy in your home.
So the majority, or if not all, of the frogs you sell, and toads, apparently, they're all bred in captivity.
Yeah, exactly. We will never sell a wild-caught animal or profit from it. That's a stance we take. Wild-caught animals are necessary. I mean, those animals you breed to make more animals have to come from somewhere. But we'd really rather them come, from captivity.
Well, that's really great, because that way, like you said, you're not endangering the species in the wild, but you're still giving people the chance to appreciate these rare and exotic animals.
Exactly. I mean, people hear about the rainforest disappearing every day. Most people don't get on a chance to go on a plane and go check out this rainforest or anything. They have to experience it in different ways. A great way to do that is through exotic animals, if done responsibly. If you can experience something, you care for it, and if you care for it, you can serve it.
So with all that being said, Zach took me back to Kibitz with some critters.
So this is an Amazon milk frog.
Amazon milk frog?
Yeah, they're called because when they're in the wild and they're really threatened, they can secrete a toxic milky substance out of their back. But This is a captive bred animal, so it doesn't get stressed out. It's used to a little bit of handling, so it won't do that for you.
Oh, you promise. Okay.
Probably.
He looks kind of blue.
Yeah, they're really, really neat. It's odd. Nobody's 100% sure why they're blue.
This is where I'm supposed to say, it's not slimy at all.
Yeah.
It's slimy.
Yeah. But they're blue because they actually have blue tissue, blue skin, even blue bones. And the inside of their mouth is blue.
Really? His bones are blue too?
Yep. Yeah, it's thought that if something was to attack this animal and injure it, that bright blue color might be enough to kind of startle it and give the frog a chance to run away.
He's got suction cups.
Yeah, these guys live up in trees. They actually live in tree holes, so they got to stick to stuff to get around.
Now, if I was to get a frog, if I was a first-time frog purchaser, would this be a good one for
Yeah, that could be a good one. They do pretty well at or slightly above room temperature.
Yeah.
They're pretty easy to take care of and keep clean. This is about as big as they're going to get, maybe a little bit bigger, so not too large of an environment, and they're pretty reasonably priced.
And he's housebroken?
Nope.
Now you tell me. Okay, I'll get him a house.
Well, they say the path to happiness starts with a happy home. But if you want a hoppy home, get a hold of the friendly folks at Josh's Frogs. They'll help you jump right into it, so to speak.